Hello grade 2s and welcome to this week's English lesson. This week we're going to be covering so many skills, so I want you to concentrate and listen very carefully. First, we are going to read a story called The Lucky Seed. We're then going to do some sight word practice and even a memory sentence. Let's get started.
Let's talk about some icky, tricky words that we might find in our story. Market, a public place where people gather to buy and sell things. Cart, a vehicle with two wheels, usually pulled by a horse or donkey. Roots, the part of the plant that is under the ground and feeds the plant. There we can see the purple arrow. Sunshine, the warmth and light given by the sun's rays. Countryside, a rural area such as a farming town. Shoot, the part of a plant that comes up above the ground when it is just beginning to grow. Now that we know our words, let's read the story together. The Lucky Seed. I wonder what this story was going to be about. I see a picture of a tree and I see a picture of a seed, and the title of the story is The Lucky Seed. What do you think the story will be about? Let's have a look. A long time ago, a farmer took a big bag of seeds to sell at the market. Suddenly, his cart's wheel hit a big stone. Bump! One of the seeds fell out of the bag and onto the hot, dry ground. "I'm scared," said the seed. "I need to be safe under the soil." And just then, a buffalo walked on the seed and pushed it into the ground. What a lucky seed! "I'm thirsty," said the seed. "I need some water to help me grow." And just then, it started to rain. The next morning, the seed had a little green shoot. All day, it sat in the sun and grew taller and taller. The next day, it had its first leaf. This helped it to catch sunlight and grow. That evening, a hungry bird tried to eat it, but the seed had roots to help it stay in the ground. Many years of sunshine and rain passed. The seed became a plant, and then the plant became a tree. Today, if you visit the countryside, you can see the tree. It is big and strong and now makes seeds of its own. The end. Right, that was a lovely story, wasn't it? But did the story happen the way you thought it would? Is what you predicted correct? If so, well done. So, what happened in our story? Let's have a look. First, a farmer was on his way to a farmer's market when a seed fell out of his cart. Then, a buffalo came and pushed the seed into the ground. Then it rained. Later on, the sun was shining. A bird tried to eat it, but the roots were too strong. And lastly, it grew and grew into a tree. So let's look at some of the key details. What would have happened if the seed hadn't fallen off the cart? Would the buffalo be pushing the seed into the ground? And if the buffalo hadn't come along, would the seed have gone into the ground, or would it have stayed above the ground on the hot, dry ground? And what about the rain? It was so lucky that it rained because the ground was very dry. But if it hadn't have rained, what would have happened? Would the seed still grow? I don't think so. And lastly, if the shoot didn't grow new leaves to catch the sunlight, would the tree have grown? I don't think so. But well done, guys. Let's write a few of these down.
Right, my purple llamas. Today we're going to look at some words, alright? And these words are called sight words. And we use these words all the time. And that's why they're called sight words, because when we see them, we know them. Alright, so who can read this word for me? Yes, Elaine. Come. Come, well done. Everybody say come.
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 One more time.
Come.
Well done. Who can give me a sentence with the word come? Yes, Pauline.
Come and play with me today, please.
Come and play with me today, please. That's a beautiful sentence. Well done. Kiss your brain. Just go. Mwah, mwah. Well done. Now that we've looked at these words, teacher's going to flash them and we're going to say them 3 times. Are you ready? It's going to be super fast. Let's go.
Come, come, come. And. Away, 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 away. Can.
Well done. Give yourselves a round of applause. Alright, now that we know our sight words, teacher is going to play a little game. Now each of you on your tables have a few words and they are upside down. What does that mean?
You can't see the words.
Well done, you can't see the word. So now, I want each of you to choose one word. Put your hand over it. And Pauline, pick yours up. What does it say?
Come.
Come, let's see. Come. Right, Lily, pick up your word. What does it say? And. Well done. Sune. Come. Let's do another round. Pauline, any word?
And. Come.
Can. Well done. This week we are going to be doing what we call a memory sentence. This means that we are going to practice this sentence the whole week through so that by the end of the week we can write this sentence without any help. Right, so before we start, let's read it together. Right. Can you come with me to the shop? Let's read it again. Can you come with me to the shop? Now we're going to go a little bit faster. Are you ready? Can you come with me to the shop? Well done. Now, what is wrong with this? If I look nicely, I can see that these are actually just words stuck on a board, right? How do I make it a sentence? Well, step 1 is to look at the punctuation. What is wrong with this sentence? Number 1, I need a capital letter. Can. Right? Because every sentence starts with a capital letter. And if I move on, what else is missing here? It is a question mark. Why a question mark, you ask? Because a question mark tells me that somebody is asking a question. And you are asking the question, can you come with me to the shop? Right. Now, let's look at some of the sight words that we learned this week and see if we have any of them in our sentence. Let's have a look. Can, was that a sight word we learned? Yes. You, come, yes. With me to the shop. So I know 100% can. And I also know 100% come. But the other words I'm going to need to practice. So let's read it one more time. And this time we have the proper punctuation. Can you come with me to the shop? Question mark. Right. Now teacher's going to trick you and test you and see if you can remember that memory sentence. So if I take away a word, goodness, what does my sentence say now? Can come with me to the shop. What should be there? Can you remember? Can you? Well done. Let's see if I take out another word. Can you come with me to the shop? Well done. So when you practice this sentence, take away some words, cover some words and see if you can remember what used to be there. Right. Practice this a lot every day. Read it slowly, read it quickly until you know it out of your head.
Theo, Theo, Mom called. Come and bath and get that filth off. This made Theo nervous. He had just dug a tunnel in the mud. Yes, he was filthy and had a bad smell, but he did not want to get into the bath. Theo had to obey his mom, so he got into the bath with a thump. He used a cloth to scrub his chin, chest, back, and legs. He even brushed his teeth and wiped his mouth. Theo thinks that he does not want to get out of the bath. So what sound did we hear in the story? You might have seen that they are in pink. The sound. Now it's a t and a h together, and together they make a sound. If you put your teeth together and you stick your tongue through your teeth and you blow out really hard, you will make a sound, just like in the picture. Everybody practice that together. Well done. Let's look at some of the words that we found in our story. Bath. This. Cloth. Teeth. Mouth. And think. Let's break these words up. Bath. Bath. This. This. Cloth. Cloth. Teeth. Teeth. Mouth. Mouth. Think. Think. Right. See how many sentences you can write with these words.